Hello, LinkedIn. My name is Morgan Murray. I am the founder of Clean Circle. Today, we're doing another series on our Unfiltered um, podcast where we interview recovery coaches, peers, therapists, and everybody involved with Clean Circle. Today, we have Michael, who's one of our recovery coaches from Nigeria. And so, Michael, would you like to introduce yourself?
Okay, I'm Michael Ojo from Nigeria. I am a former informed care professional, and also I'm into coaching services, especially copywriting and relationship coach. I'm also a relationship coach. So when I saw the ad in joining the Clean Circle, I did, and boom, I became a member. So, so I'm here to share my story with you, my journey, especially into becoming a therapist.
Well, thank you, Michael.
So in okay,
So I have six questions for you. So the first
okay.
question, and this kind of goes into your story. So what inspired you to become a recovery coach, and leadership coach and therapist?
Thank you very much. This is a brilliant question.
Hmm.
Let me give a background to what motivated me into going to being a therapist, especially embracing this noble path. In 2018, I had an experience. I quit my job. And why? Before then, I was mentally, emotionally, and physically exhausted at school, and I was involved in multiple responsibilities, being a teacher and hostel manager. So what gave rise to this mental drainage or draining, sorry, mental draining that I experienced? What necessitated it was that at a point, my efforts were not being appreciated. Of course, when you do something for people, of course, I was not doing it to be validated anyway. But of course, validation is a moral booster. When you are working and you are not a lazy person, you are giving your all, you are giving your best, it should be appreciated, not even on monetary basis. I'm not talking about that. So some people, because of politics, we have politics in every society, in every workplace. So some people were taking credits for what I was doing, and it affected me. I'm telling you, it affected me, and I was questioning myself. So what was the point of giving my all, and then it won't be appreciated? And coupled with malign, backbiting, and all that. So the best option for me was that because it was taking a toll on my mental health, so I decided I didn't have anything to fall back on. I decided to quit. I quit without even having anything to fall back on, because if I continue to stay there, I wouldn't know what would have happened to me. So it was when I left this particular job that I started the process of rediscovery. Let me put it that way. Trying to look within myself, that what is just the purpose, what's my purpose in life? So it was a fundamental question. So, and I nearly fell into depression. Of course, I was able to avert that. I nearly fell into depression. So then I had an opportunity to work with a therapist. So after I left that job, I had an opportunity to work with a therapist. And then through that, I was able to overcome the emotional distress that I had.
Sure.
And that also spurred me into go into mental health space. So the second thing that motivated me is that I want to build a healthy generation.
Sure.
Yes, I want to build a healthy generation because I understand all human beings are traumatized in different degrees. So looking at my own life, my generation. So I decided that the best generational wealth I can leave, the best legacy I can leave behind, the best asset I can leave behind is to create a generation that can self-regulate. They have the tools to self-soothe because there is no stress-free life, but they have the capacity to self-regulate and to continue to thrive in life. So those are the two major things that motivated me to go into this noble profession. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's an amazing story, and that's very powerful. You quit a job, you didn't have anything lined up, and you made it out. No, that's amazing. So yeah, we're very happy to have you. My next question is, so how do you take care of your own mental health while you support others?
Okay, this is another great question. Helping people to heal can be challenging and emotionally draining. So for me personally, these are the skills, the tools, productive tools I use. Meditation is very important, but before I do that, every day after office, I do what we call mental health checkups. So I do that for myself, to check myself in order to maintain mental stability, because it is not possible to stay regulated for 48 hours non-stop, because life itself has different we face different challenges, and sometimes we might be dysregulated. So to maintain mental stability, I love playing guitar. Guitar is it helps me to maintain equilibrium, emotional stability. I also like singing, and sometimes I take a stroll, and then I meditate, especially through yoga. I find yoga very, very effective. Help me to connect with myself and to stay present. So these are the skills I use to self-regulate and to maintain my mental stability.
That's a
Thank
very
you very
good
much.
answer as well. Do you have a favorite song you play?
Not, but R&B, basically, that's the music that I love. But okay, I'm just trying to. I've been waiting for you.
No, that's a good one.
That's very dear. Okay, yes.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, all right.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, and
yeah.
I agree. Music,
Okay.
music is amazing. Meditation's
This
amazing.
is very, that's we have what we call music therapy. We have dancing therapy. We have so many therapy. We have theater as a therapy. We have so many things that we can use to self-regulate.
Oh, that's amazing. The next question is, so why did you join Clean Circle, and what type of impact would you like to have?
Okay, this is another brilliant and wonderful question. The first reason for joining the Clean Circle is to connect with other professionals, because mental health space is wide, and learning has no terminus. So If you think you know it all, that is what we call self. That is what we call self. That let me put it this way. That will amount to being 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 full of oneself. And that is, let me put it that way. And then you are closed. You are not open to other dimensions to healing. So because there are different dimensions to healing, therapeutic models, there are different dimensions to. So connecting with other professionals will help me to learn from veterans in this field, because I don't want to say I'm young, of course, but let me just in quote, of course, I'm in my learning, in my journey as a therapist. I see myself as a young person in this field, but of course, it doesn't mean that I am a novice. So connecting with others will help me to learn more about this particular mental health space, to gain more experience from the veterans who are already in the field. That is the first thing. And to learn to the second thing is that I love helping people to overcome their emotional distress. So it is another way of giving back to the community. Of course, motivation is there, monetary wise, but primarily is to help people to heal those who don't have the opportunity, because many people are stuck in life, stuck in vicious circle. They don't know, they don't have the tools to help them to thrive in life. So these are the two major reasons for joining the Clean Circle. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for that answer, and I love your energy. You know, it's very, very contagious. So the next question I have, so what would you say to someone who's maybe watching you and they're too scared to reach out?
Okay, I understand that vulnerability is scary, and at the heart of healing lies vulnerability. So what do we mean by vulnerability? Ability to own what you are experiencing, don't run away from it. So naturally, people who are traumatized want to repress the emotion. They don't want to feel it because of the shame, maybe because of what they are going through, especially someone who's suffering from a particular addiction, whatever the addiction might be. Don't want to share the story. Don't, because of fear, what people will say. In this Clean Circle, our approach is not judgmental. So we don't judge you because it is not your fault. So we help you to heal, we support you. We give you the support that you need to heal. So you need to honor and tell us. So we are not here to judge you. We are here to support you in your journey to heal from any form of addiction or emotional the disturbances that you are experiencing. So feel free to contact us, to reach out to us, and you will not regret it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. So the next question I have, so what makes your approach or coaching style unique?
This is another great question. As a therapist, I've learned in my little experience I've gathered so far, empathy and empathetic attunement is very fundamental. So, because when you come across a client who is undergoing an emotional trauma, undergoing a particular emotional distress, they need support. They need empathy. And when we talk about empathy, it's not just to sympathize, because what differentiates sympathy from empathy is that empathy makes you to put yourself in the shoes of the person that is suffering, that you feel with. You It's like you are experiencing what the person is expressing. But this is not what we call immersion. You are not to be immersed in the problem of or emotional challenge of your client. But you show that you create a safe space for your client.
Mhm.
So you listen to the story. So active listening is also related to empathy. So because that's what because you cannot offer, you don't start pathologizing and what they are going through. So empathy is very key to help your clients because sometimes because the autonomy they will not act that way. So empathy will help you to help them in their journey to healing. And you also have to, I see myself as a traveler, helping them in their journey. So not just as a professional, as a professional that's just dishing out skill, productive tools to help them, and then I'm disconnected. No, that will not help them. So empathy is very important. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. And we kind of broke up there on the signal, but I can edit this a little bit. But I want to thank you for
Okay,
yeah, and I want to
okay.
thank you for coming on today and sharing your story. Anybody that's watching this, if you connected with Michael, on July 5th, you can download the application on the iPhone or Android store. And if you search for Michael, he's going to pop up. So if you're like, hey, I connected with Michael, I listened to what he said, and I really want to meet him, just look for it on July 5th. And yeah, you guys can connect. Other than that, was there anything else you'd like to say, Michael?
Not at all.
Okay. Well, thank you again for coming on and thank you for sharing your story. And, we're honored to have you on our platform. And yeah, otherwise, anybody watching, I hope you have a great day and we'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.